This 50-year-old Vegas hotel just got a $200 million makeover. I'm going to take you inside, give you a full property tour of the Harrah Las Vegas, also give you a full room review, and give you the pros and cons of everything this place has to offer. Let's go inside and check it out. So the main rotunda for the Harrah is actually on the east side, okay? It's not on the strip side. You can't really get to this place from the strip. It's just a bunch of fence there, if you will. But on the other side, basically back here by the Venetian, got the LINQ over there. Rideshare and everything is going to be over there. And then this is kind of the area where you pull up and get dropped off. You can see there's a big limo over there. So if you're doing one of our packages and you're going to get picked up, this is where you're going to get picked up, all right? Parking garage right behind us. There is kind of an elevator that takes you up and down to the casino level if you don't want to walk outside. But it's kind of tucked away back here. So just so you know, for the Harrah, it's in the back on the east side. All right, so the hotel lobby, the check-in is actually more toward the back. Okay, it's not on the strip side, it's more toward the back. And they do have a nice lobby bar here. This is one of, I think, like 4 or 5 bars in this place. A lot of bars, a lot of places to drink if you want to drink here in Harrah, that's for sure. And then over here, we have a second Starbucks. There's one on the strip side, and then there's one back here on the lobby side. And definitely can get your coffee here for sure at the Harrah. All right, so we just parked in the garage, and I just noticed here we have Vegas souvenir shop, and then there's an essential store right over here. When you walk in, there's also a VIP check-in for the Diamond Star, 7 stars guys like myself. And then this is the mobile check-in. You have a human check-in over there as well. Lobby bar, Starbucks, kind of all when you walk in from the rotunda here. We're gonna go check in, and then I'm gonna go up to the room, toss our stuff, and I'll give you guys a full property tour. All right, so I just did the mobile check-in here, and you can see over here there's quite a bit of a line for the human check-in, but the mobile check-in, such an easy process. I don't know why more people don't use this, because there was a couple of kiosks that were broken right now, but right now it is printing my room key or giving me my room key. There's one. Good old Donnie Osmond on there. Donnie. And then second one spits out.
Yes.
We have the room assignment. This whole process took less than 2 minutes, and it was no big deal. All right, centrally located here in the casino, you're gonna find a nice center bar. It's got a bunch of gaming on the table, video poker, etc. And it's actually really long, it goes all the way around here. And it's a pretty cool place to kind of hang out, have some drinks, meet some people, mingle. They got a ton of beers on tap. Just a cool place to hang out and have some beers and gamble. All right, keeping with the Caesar Celebrity Chef, we do have Buddy Velastro's Pizza up here. This actually faces the strip. You can grab pizza from the inside or the outside. There's a little area to eat inside. We do have a essential store over here, wine and spirits. And this casino is actually really nice. I do like the layout. It's kind of cool. You can walk around. There's a lot of stuff to do in here. Now, what I don't like, some areas have low ceilings, and if people are smoking a lot, doing slot machines, it is kind of smoky. So it's the only kind of drawback, but it's well done. It's remodeled. It's very nice. It doesn't smell bad in here. It's a cool place. Definitely worth coming over here and doing a little gambling if you like to gamble. All right, so this is a sportsbook here inside the newly remodeled Harrah, and it's actually pretty nice. It's not super big as far as like sportsbooks go in Vegas, but it's really good. They have a lot of TVs, obviously. They got a nice bar that kind of runs all the way around with gaming. They got some booths where you can walk up and place your bets. Also nice lounge seating, some 4 tops. They got kind of this nice little second level because it's sunk in, and you can sit up here and watch the games from the second level. I was just over here for the Bears game, and it was packed. Pretty much couldn't get a seat in here, couldn't get a seat along this row, but now it's thinning out a little bit after the game. But yeah, not a bad place to catch a sports event if you want to come here at the Harrah and check that out. You walk into this place, you just see slot machines for miles. In fact, 1,520 of them all around. You're going to find slot machines all the way in the back, all over the front. Anywhere you go, there's a slot machine. Anyway, we're going to walk in here to the high limit room. That's the high limit slot room. We're going to throw $100 in the top dollar machine. Wish me some luck. All right, we threw $100 in the pinball machine. We have not won yet. We're up to 106, but It's not really a win. $6 barely gets you a cup of coffee around here. Probably won't even get you a cup of coffee here in the casinos. But we are down to the last $32. We're gonna do one spin. Let's go, babe. Let's go. Come on, pinball. Oh, we didn't get it though, because I guess you need more than one pinball to get it. Damn. All good. Well, we gave it a shot. And just about every Caesars property, I'm not sure if that's at all of them, but it's at most of them. I know it's at Caesars, LINQ, I believe Flamingo as well. Pretty much all of them that I've seen, you're gonna find a purple zebra here. Now, if you want into the tourists, those long drinks, sugary type, daiquiri type things, you can find those here at the purple zebra. And this is right when you walk in from the south end, past the Starbucks, you're gonna find the purple zebra here to grab your drinks. And right next to the purple zebra, you're actually gonna find the lounge. And the lounge is actually like a pretty cool, this is, I guess, the Harrah's version of a nightclub, but they actually have like a center bar with gaming, some nice lounge seating. It's not gonna be like your standard nightclub, but a lot of the hotel casinos out here in Vegas have a nice lounge. And at least they have one of those here. They don't have a nightclub, but they have this. So if you want a little action, you can find that here. I was just walking by during the Bears game here when they were playing the Rams, and this place was packed. So a lot of people couldn't really get a seat there. So pretty cool place. Definitely worth checking out if you're staying at the Harrah's. All right, so when you come in from the north side, there's an entrance from the strip to come right through the corner over here. There's a little food court over there. We used to eat at back in the day when I was a promoter on the strip. But there's a bar over here called the Lucky Bar. And the Lucky Bar is a nice little bar with gaming. It's kind of a chill little spot. Have some drinks. There's one of several bars here in the Harrah's, in the remodeled Harrah's. But nice little place to grab a drink when you walk in. So here we have the Fulton Street food court, or food hall. And they actually have a Fulton Street bar as well. The bar is kind of centrally located. This is a little bit more toward the back of the casino, toward the rooms. But they do have gambling and whatnot at the bar here, video poker, etc. Have your celebrity chefs in the back. You got your Buffy Flays and Gordon Ramsay's chicken guy, and the pinup pizza back there. And then you got a sushi place, a noodle place. Let's go in and check it out. So the food court here at the Harrah's has been freshly remodeled. It's actually very nice. Sticking with the true Caesars fashion, they have gone all celebrity chefs here. Although they do have like some kind of generic looking type places in my opinion. They're not like brand name celebrity chefs, but you can get like a noodle bar here. There's actually a little sushi bar here. Now this isn't open, I don't know why, maybe on a Sunday it's closed for whatever reason. And then they do have like over here, you're gonna have like just like a bakery. It's kind of like right behind that center section there, there's gonna be like a bakery with like scones and donuts and coffee, ice cream, etc. Not like a brand name, which is kind of weird, but it's, looks really nice. Food looked really good. My girlfriend was almost getting a scone. And then over here, this is where your celebrity chef stuff kicks in. You're gonna have your chicken guy right here, your pinup pizza back here, and then of course the infamous Bobby Flay's burger. You're gonna find one of these at Caesar's Palace and at Paris, and maybe some other places around town at the Caesar's properties, but you have one of those here at Harrah's as well. All right, so I'm up here at Ruth Chris Steakhouse. This is an elevator up from the main casino at the Harrah's. What I love about this place, it's got a really cool, like, overlooking the strip view, beautiful dining room. And my buddy Eddie always comes here with me, and go say hi to Camacho at the bar if you come here and check it out. So the Harrah's lacks like a nightclub type setup or speakeasy, if you will, but they do have a lot of good entertainment here. They do have the Carnival Court right out here in between the LINQ and the Harrah's, and they usually have a live band down there. It gets pretty lit, especially when it's warmer in the summer. It's a little chilly out tonight, but they do have, earlier I was out there, they did have a band playing, and then they also had like, blackjack tables and stuff, which was pretty cool. I didn't even know they had those blackjack tables out there until today. And then over here, right when you walk in from the south into toward the north, you got this piano bar here. Now earlier there's a couple guys, or at least a guy singing, and people were dancing. It was pretty lit. Now a couple guys playing dueling pianos, but it's not that busy right now. But definitely some entertainment here, just not nightclub entertainment. So this is the upper level of Harrah's. You take the escalator upstairs. There's two escalators here. There's one, and then there's another one up here. But this is one of the theaters here. I've actually been to see the X-Country Burlesque in here. It was a very good show. I actually enjoyed it. Pretty cool. It's a nice stage. They got a nice setup. Girls are a lot of fun. It's kind of like a burlesque show, but it's like a comedy too. It's a vibe. It's a nice party in there. And then you also have the Menopause, the musical. Probably not something I'd be too interested in, but probably good for a little bit older crowd, which I did see. And then we got the Colin Cloud Mastermind, which is a kind of like a magic type show, so mystery magic type show. So that's all here in this one theater. Now we're gonna go upstairs and check out the other theater. All right, so on the second level, that is the Harrah's Cabaret. That's where the Menopause, the X-Country show, and the Colin Cloud show is. This is the third level up. This is where you're going to find Donnie Osmond. He used to be back at the Flamingo for years, but he's over here now. This is his theater along with the MJ Live show, which is obviously a Michael Jackson wannabe type of guy. But it's a good show. From what I understand, it's excellent. So this is the Harrah's showroom. This is up on the third level, center of the casino. You take 2 escalators up, and you're up here at this show. All right. We're going to go inside to Gordon Ramsay's kitchen. Obviously a celebrity chef here at the Caesars property. The Bears are playing. I want to catch the game, so we're going to have a nice meal at the bar where we can watch the game and having a great meal with Gordon Ramsay and crew. All right, so just had a fantastic meal over here at Gordon Ramsay's kitchen. She had the short rib, I had the beef Wellington, which I do like, and we did have some shiitake mushrooms, and they were very good as well. Overall, excellent meal. We were very satisfied with the food. Obviously, a little bit on the pricier side, but with the tip and everything, it was like $240 out the door. But excellent meal. It was worth the money. It was awesome. That beef Wellington is awesome. I really do like it here. Anyway, great dinner. We're going to go check out where the pool area is. We're also going to check out the conference area and the fitness center. All right, so I'm standing here at the second level toward the back, up the escalator here. This is the entrance to the pool. Now, it is closed this time of year. For those of you who don't know, the pool season in Las Vegas is usually about mid-March until mid-October. That's generally when they close most of the pools because it does start to get cold here and it gets dark super early in Vegas at those times. But this pool does have, I believe, lush greenery, and it's like an Olympic-sized pool. It's not one of the biggest pool decks in town, but it is for family-oriented. It's not going to get your party atmosphere up here if that's what you're looking for. It's going to be more like your standard hotel pool, but it is a nice pool, and we'll do the trick if you guys just want to lay out, catch some rays, get some nice drinks, some sugary drinks, if you will, and some food. You can do that here at the Harrah's pool. All right, so this is the walkway from the Harrah's. It also connects to the LINQ here. And then over here, this is going to be the walkway over to the monorail and the Caesars Forum Convention Center. All right, so that walkway in between the LINQ and Harrah's, we walked from the Harrah's side, does take you to the monorail stop. You can take the elevator up or the escalator up. If you have mobility issues, take the elevator. And then the monorail stops right here. And you know, we're right directly behind the LINQ. Harrah's is just north of us, and then obviously the Flamingo is just south of us here. And yeah, now we're going to take a little walk over to the Caesars new Forum Convention Center. All right, if you're a corporate group and you're coming out here to do some sort of convention or event, if you will, this is a group registration. This is toward the back, toward the parking lot, if you will. The Caesars Forum, there's an actual tunnel that brings you over there to the brand new Caesars Forum, which is beautiful. They actually just redid that whole thing probably like 5 years ago, and it's well done. The SHOT Show's there this time. If you're interested in a room block or anything like that, you want to book a corporate event, need breakout rooms, hit me up. I have an IATA travel agency, so I'm here to help. Make sure you hit me up at 702-883-3006, and I can set that up and get you guys a quote. All right, so we came down here to the 4th floor, and we checked out the fitness center and spa. It's the same entrance. It is now open 24 hours, so I was reading some reviews and there was some complaining back in the day. This place used to be open like Sunday through Thursday, not on the weekends, but it is open now 24 hours. The spa is right here at the entrance to the fitness center. Fitness center is not huge for over 2,500 rooms, but it is pretty nice, okay? They do have dumbbells up to 80, which I'm impressed with. Squat rack over here. Decent amount of equipment as far as like if you want to come in here and just get a nice pump. A lot of cable type machines, plenty of treadmills, bikes, etc. But overall, not super huge, but good enough to get the job done. Definitely get a good workout here at the Harrah's. All right, so I'm here at the Harrah's Hotel, right here in the center of the Las Vegas Strip. And this is gonna be a full room review. We have a two queen bed room. Normally I get a king, but they didn't have any available, so this is a comp room. I didn't actually have to pay for it. I do have a Diamond Rewards Plus. I didn't have to pay the resort fee either, which I believe is around $50 or $55. But totally free for me tonight. But we're gonna go and show you guys everything about this room that's been fairly remodeled. I think they did a full remodel on this place around 2021, $200 million remodel. And it's actually really nice. I would say this is like kind of like a mid-tier hotel. It's not your budget, it's not your luxury, It's kind of in between. So let's go ahead and get started. One thing I do like over here, take a look. We do have a fridge where you can use. Now I did read some reviews about this place before I did this room review, and that was a complaint. They used to charge people for these refrigerators. Now the economy has kind of turned a little bit, so people are looking for value, and this is definitely a value. So you can get your, you have a fridge in your room, which is kind of cool. Let's take a look over here. We do have a couple of chairs and a nice little table here, which kind of gives it that suite feel. It's not just like your standard room. We're kind of at the very end. I love how they put me at the very end here. But we do have a nice view of the coming soon Hard Rock. This room would be money if you wanted to see the Hard Rock Hotel guitar, because you're looking directly at it. It's not built yet, but it's the lower end is coming along. And have a nice little lamp here, a little bit of extra room to light. This is an end room, so probably not all the rooms are gonna look just like this one, but this one is actually pretty nice because it's a little bit bigger. It's got this extra space over here. Let's take a look at the 2 queen beds, and we do have a nice headboard here. This is like a leather sort of leather. I'm not sure if you're on that, but I do like the stitching in here, which is kind of cool. All right, so the pillows we have are a little bit, this one's soft. I like this one. This one I felt like was a little lumpy, a little bit not as firm as this one. Probably would sleep on this one now. One thing about the queen beds is they're a little small. I'm a 6'3" guy, 290 pounds, and these beds are a little bit small for me. Obviously, if I had a choice, I would pick the king, my girlfriend and I, but you know, the queens will do. If you're a bigger guy, you're gonna have to deal with maybe your feet hanging off the edge. But let's feel mattress is actually not bad. You know, considering this hotel was remodeled in 2001, you know, they put some good mattresses in here. They're not terrible, that's for sure. It's nice and firm. You don't fall down to the lower level, if you will, when you sit down on this thing, which is good. And I do like the fact that they have down here, the skirt is like a leather skirt, and it actually makes it look nice. So it's not like a box spring, it's just a leather, like a wood stand wrapped in leather, and then wood below that. All right, so we have a bed stand here between the 2 beds. It's got a nice glass top to it. There's no drawer or anything here, it's just a stand. It's going to be a big square piece of wood. There's a couple of switches on both sides. I don't know what they do. Doesn't seem to turn anything on and off. Kind of weird. 2 plugs, USB on both sides. There's a phone, dial tone, which is a good thing. You can definitely get a hold of someone if you need. There's a bed light here. Kind of a nice lamp fixture. Looks pretty cool with the bed. Upscale. This is like almost as nice as like you find maybe even a luxury property. Obviously you get your wall here for the TV. But you know, overall, I mean, for a couple queens, cool thing. I mean, this is definitely like a mid-tier luxury. It looks good. You do have the Caesar's phone charger here. There's a newer USB and a couple older USBs in there and a couple chargers. So you have like 6 places to charge devices here. No problems there, that's for sure. Including the what is that? The magnet on the back to charge the phone. All right, so let's take a look over at the desk area and the center of this room. All right, so let's take a look at the desk area here. I do like the fact that they have a nice chair. Look at this. Very nice for the for working. Glass top. A little beat up right here, but not terrible. Good deal with that. And I like the older USB plug for your laptop. This thing is not exactly, I don't know what's going on with this, but I turned it off and now it doesn't turn back on. There must be some sort of trick to it. There it is. You kind of got to force it, which is weird. So a little faulty here, but it does work. And luggage rack, that's kind of over on the side here to put your suitcase over there. All right, so you do have like a mini bar here, which is, you know, some vodka, looks like some wine, a couple waters. These are all pay to play, Red Bulls, Pepsi, some candies and stuff. So you don't want to grab any of that unless you're willing to pay some prices. You can actually scan here and see the prices. You're not going to want to look at those because it's not friendly. The TV here looks like on a 55-inch flat screen. There's a newer one, it's thin, which is nice. And do have a safe down here, so you can put your valuables. 3 drawers, all look to be functioning. They're not like the nice ball bearing ones that roll in, but they're good enough. And then you have a nice another little feature here for the powder room, if you will. And you got a nice mirror, and you have a coffee machine now. I don't see any coffee included, so I think you have to pay for the coffee or bring your own. So they do have a Keurig machine, but no Keurig. So if you're gonna drink some coffee, you might want to bring your own Keurigs. Little tissue here, but a nice little powder room here, on and off light, and a little stand for the female in the group, or the females, if you will. All right, so that is the room. Nice picture over on the wall there. overall, very nice and clean. I think the overall value of this place, pretty reasonably priced. Center of the strip is good. Get a nice room. We're gonna go check out the bathroom here in a second. Follow me. All right, so let's go on a little bathroom tour. One thing I do like, you walk in, full length mirror here. I'm 6'3", I can see my hair, which is cool. One thing I do like, marble floors, which is nice. Nice upgrade here for when they remodeled this place. They did a good job. I love this door too. It's got a really cool, this is just like the M Resort. It is a little bit dirty up here. I don't know if it's kind of just corrosion, but it's not terrible. But overall, this is cool. It's like a metal inlaid into the wood and a very nice, solid, cool looking door. Let's go check out the bathroom. Got a little shower rack here for your towels, or this is a little towel rack. I like the sink. It's not the best setup I've ever seen. They had enough room here to put a full length and then probably put 2 sinks, but they did what they did. This is just a nice, cool mirror. Same as the powder room here with a little light inside, inlaid, if you will. And I do like it. Looks like a granite countertop, pretty thick, about 1 inch. Looks like the water, it's a little bit crappy on the pressure. It's cool looking faucet, but like the pressure is kind of crappy. It gets hot quick though, which is nice. I do like that. As far as like the vanity goes, we have a little area to store your towels, plenty of towels, hair dryer. And then the shower is kind of interesting. It doesn't have like a door. It's got the window, see-through, and then this is just, it's fixed. And then if you want to like shower, if you get, splashing some water around in here, you're going to be getting water over here on the floor. That's, I guess, what the towel out there is for. But shampoo, body wash, conditioner, your standard here. Nice rain head, high enough. I'm 6'3", and we're pretty good there. Let's get out of the rain head and see how fast it gets warm. Good water pressure for the shower. Probably should take my shoe out of there. It gets warm right away. Less than 10 seconds, so. Good, but it is pretty big. One cool thing about the shower is it's got a couple spots there to put your soap and your own stuff. And then the shower itself is actually pretty big. It's a little bit bigger than kind of your standard shower. So overall, it's not a great bathroom, but it's not a bad bathroom either. It's kind of in between. But overall, pretty solid room. I'm gonna take you guys downstairs. We're gonna head out of here. I'm gonna give you the pros and cons and close this video out. Hopefully you guys enjoyed my room review. All right, let's talk about the pros and the cons of the Harrah Hotel. One of the pros, I would say, is probably it is attached to the Caesars Forum. That's that massive new convention center they built on the back of this place. They did build a nice walkway to get over there. That is the walkway over to the monorail stop as well. And you can just hop on the monorail, go north or south because we're right in the center, or you can walk over to the Caesars Forum shops this weekend while I'm here. The SHOT Show is going on, so it's a big deal. It's a lot of people over there for that. And then that's definitely a pro. One of the other pros, I think, is the pool is not open right now, but it is a family type friendly pool. So if you're in a more chill, family friendly type pool, this would be a good place for you. It is a nice pool. It isn't like the biggest one in town, but it's actually pretty decent for the property itself. So if you're looking for a family style type of pool environment, this is going to be a perfect place for you. If you're looking for a pool party, this is not going to be a place for you. All right. They do have a pretty good amount of dining options here. I do eat at Ruth Chris quite often, and one of my big customers likes to go there. He's got a couple guys he knows there well, so we go in there pretty often. And they don't really have anything else like fine dining wise. So if you want like a bigger selection, you probably got to walk across the street over here to the Caesars Forum shops, or actually Caesars Palace. But that is a nice steakhouse. They do have like the Guy Fieri chicken guy, and I think it's the Bobby Valentine, the pinup pizza guy here, and then Bobby Flay's burgers here. So they do some other options. Now, as far as the nightlife option goes, this definitely is not a positive for the nightclubs. If you want a nightclub, you're not going to find that at Harrah's. But if you want night entertainment, there's a lot of good places for that. Like if you're more into the live music, even today, where during the day they got 2 guys singing in that piano bar up front. They had a live band playing at the Carnival Court. That's like daytime on a Sunday, so that's going on. Like there's stuff to do here if you like that. Now, if you're into the nightclubs, then you're not going to want to be at the Harrah's. Probably you're going to want to go over to the Venetian. There's Tao over there. You got across the street, you got Omnia, which is arguably the best day club. And there's some options within walking distance. You can even probably walk over to like Old Red if you want country music right there. LINQ is going to have the Category 10 coming from Luke Combs. That's going to be at the front of the LINQ Promenade. So if you want country, that's going to be right over here too. Very close walking distance. You just have to walk through the LINQ and you're right there at the LINQ Promenade. So it's basically all connected. It's all Caesars properties. So good options for that. And the casino's really nice. It is a little bit smoky in there, so that's going to be one of my cons. Some of the ceilings, especially when you get toward the back of the casino, are really low. So if people are in there like smoking cigarettes while they're gambling, like playing slots, it's kind of hard on your lungs. I got asthma and I have to deal with that. But that's going to be one of the cons, definitely in my opinion. but it is what it is. Another con is they don't really have a poker room, so if you're coming here to play poker, I believe they got rid of the poker room at the Flamingo as well. You're probably going to want to walk over to the Caesar's Palace, or they have one at the Venetian. There's plenty of options within walking distance, but no poker here anymore. They used to have it, but no longer. All right, hopefully you guys enjoyed my video today, my full property tour, room review, all the pros and cons. Make sure you guys hit me up. My number is 702-883-3006. I'm Party Plan Brian. Make sure you download the Party Plan app. That's going to give you guys a perfect tool when you're coming out here, or anywhere for that matter. Group traveling, keep track of all your expenses, put your full itinerary in there, and it's free to use. And then, of course, we're going to have all our packages on there. We're going to have show tickets and bottle service, etc. You'll be able to buy all that online, including your hotels, like the Harrah's here. We always have discounted rates. So make sure you download the Party Plan app. Follow me for everything in Las Vegas. Make sure you like, subscribe, bang the notifications bell. I'm Party Plan Brian. Let's talk soon.